Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm here with a new reaction video for you guys, and today we are going to be checking out the latest music video from Epica, and that is for Time. This came out about 3 weeks ago, maybe closer to a month ago now at the point of me filming this. Yeah, it's closer to a month now. Okay. I've been super busy with work and life lately, and my health is also possibly taking a slight turn, just a slight turn. Had a little cold sore popped up on my lip recently, so yeah. Also, I moved my room around recently, so the layout of everything is a little bit different now, so there's also that. I'm also filming this early in the morning because I have to go to work in an hour. So filming this a little bit earlier than I would typically do so. I've got to learn the setup and the layout on this side of my room now, so yeah. I only have one light on me right now, and that's my ring light to try to balance things out a little bit. We'll see if it helps out or not. Anyways, this is the third single taken off of their upcoming album, A Spiral, which drops this Friday, the 11th. By the time this video goes up, it should already be out. I'm thinking that I'm going to post this on the 11th. Just simply because I know that I'm not going to have enough time to edit this today, so I'll have to edit it tomorrow. In the description box, Mark has a little comment to say about this particular track, and that is that time stands for transformation, integration, metamorphosis, evolution, and it deals with the art of dying, and more specifically, the death of the ego. It gives us the opportunity for growth and spiritual transformation. The song has a Tim Burton-like dark fantasy vibe. Ooh, okay. Now, if you watched my previous two reaction videos to like the singles that have come out for this album, which were Arcana and Cross the Divide, you guys know that I have some theories already for this particular album that I believe, just going off of the first two singles that we've heard so far, then this album is going to go in a bit more of a modern direction. Still very much a Epica album, being like a symphonic metal album with some like proggy influences in there, but I feel like it's going to have a bit more of a modern vibe to it. Also, little fun fact before we actually start diving on into this reaction video, Epica are coming to the US, and they only have 3 shows for this particular tour. There was New York City, I believe LA, and then one here in Atlanta. And your bitch got a VIP ticket. I'm finally gonna be seeing and meeting these guys after over a decade of me being into them. I have been listening to Epica for over a decade. I got into them when I was 13. I turned 30 in 2 months. The big 3 is coming. The big 3 is coming, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. There's only been 3 dates on this particular tour, which I have some theories behind this particular tour, because I've noticed it with the Atlanta date, and that is that there are no openers, and I believe the doors open at 7, meaning that the show is probably going to start at around 8. There's no way that we're only going to be there till about like 9:30 watching this band perform. I have a feeling that they're bringing the symphonic synergy to the US with these very limited dates, and I'm very excited about it. Granted, they're performing at the Masquerade, which is a smaller venue. It's not like a large venue. They're going to be at the Heaven stage, which is the bigger stage. I've been to Heaven at both the original venue and at this new venue, and it's a pretty good sized stage, but it's also not like a stadium type stage. I'm wondering if they're going to be doing that show here, which I still haven't seen anything from Symphonic Synergy, by the way. I do have a performance that I do want to do a reaction video to, which is for Sirens of Blood and Water featuring Charlotte the Vessels and Merker. Yes, the sisters came together and performed that song, and I wanted to do a reaction video to it. I'll be getting to that soon. Today we're just focusing on Time because the album is about to be dropping. Sirens of Blood and Water came out long ago. I'm already familiar with the song. Love it to death. It's one of my favorites. I don't know. These are just theories, fan theories, hopes and dreams things like that. But what I can say is that I managed to get my VIP ticket before they all sold out. The VIP ticket sold out very, very quickly. I think New York sold out within about 10-15 minutes, and then Atlanta sold out within about 30. And so yeah, because by the time like I got my VIP ticket, because I got that one first before I got my general admission ticket, because I had to do them separately, I was going to send the link to my best friend so he could get VIP tickets as well, but they had already sold out by that point. So yeah, luckily, since it's going to be at the Masquerade, there's no like seating involved and everything, so like I'll just go in for the meet and greet, get that stuff done and over with, and then meet up with them towards the back as I normally do whenever I go to shows, because I like to stand towards the middle back because sound quality is better, and I also like to watch the show and have like a good view of the whole stage. That's a main thing when I go to shows. I know other people would very much disagree with that type of approach to going to shows, but that's a me thing. So yeah. Anyways, enough of me babbling on. Let's go ahead and finally check out this music video. I have been recording now for how long now? 10.5 minutes. Okay, I'm a rambler. We all should know this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, but before we do so, I gotta do my typical intro, which is if you guys are new here to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, and also while you're down there, definitely give this video a thumbs up, because that'll help me out a lot. All my links are down in the description box below, which are my links to my Twitter, Instagram, and my beauty, fashion, lifestyle channels, so definitely check me out on those places if you're interested. And without further ado, let's get started. This bit right there giving me Sleepy Hollow. Love those gems in the corner. that was fun. That was a nice little song right there. Had a lot of energy to it, and again, is fueling my predictions that this is going to be a modern album from them. And I'm really curious about it now. I'm very, very curious about how the whole album is going to pan out. I'm also wondering if Joost van den Broek is still the producer on this, because it has like a slightly different, because of it having that modern direction to it, it doesn't necessarily sound like his work per se, but at the same time it does. So that's why I'm just curious as to whether or not, like, was this produced by Joost or not. So the video per se is the most exciting video ever. No, it kind of looks like it would be like a lyric video. Nothing wrong with that. Just a very simple video. I mean, Cross and Divide and especially Arcana had really good budgets for the videos, so there's always going to be like a video that isn't going to be the most exciting when you have this many music videos coming out for a release. There's no telling if there's going to be a fourth single. There probably won't be. Normally Epica only do but maybe 3 singles. If there is going to be a fourth single, it's probably going to come in after the release. Now, I will say this, and I'm deciding to go into the comments because I'd like to see what the consensus is that people have on things and whatnot. And there are some people that are excited about this, but then there are also a lot of people that aren't really into it. And I can really tell that with this particular song in particular, that this is going to be a bit of a stretch for them. And again, like, this is going to be like one of those types of songs, like kind of similar to, say, like Requiem for the Indifferent, where it's such a huge detachment from their typical sound that it's one of those songs that really stands out in their discography, because it's such a big departure from what we are used to hearing from these guys. I feel like Requiem for the Indifferent, for me, although I really loved that album, had some songs on it that were like a huge departure for them. Same thing can be said for Omega. There were quite a few songs on that particular release that had like a bit of a strong departure from them as well. And not saying that these releases are bad and that those particular songs are bad, it's just that it's not what we were used to from them. Like, I don't want to sound as if I'm like being rude with saying this, but it's almost as if it's not a song from them, or that this song shouldn't be from them. Because this particular song here, like in the verses specifically, it just sounds a little bit odd to me hearing this come from them. But I'm very much also the type of person to never judge a release on the singles. The singles are there to get you excited about a release, and sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the singles aren't even the most exciting tracks on a release. They're usually the ones that are like, hey, we got new stuff coming out, here's something that can give you a taste of what's on the release. And so I try not to judge a release based on the singles alone, but I can definitely see, going based off of everything that we've heard so far, this might be a polarizing release for them. And I think part of it is because of the fact that honestly, none of the songs that we've heard so far have been like very bombastic. Like, they've had their strong moments, but it's never really been like as in your face as other releases are. It's not as dramatic, it's not as theatrical, which is honestly part of the reason why Requiem for the Indifferent kind of like didn't resonate with me in the very beginning. I still really loved Release, but it just was lacking in a department and everything, and it's hard to pick out what it is that it was lacking. And part of it is that like it lacked a lot of that oomph, and I think a big part of that came from the production. And then like, let's say like Omega, I felt as if Omega was just a little too fast at times. I've mentioned this before, Omega is a little too power metal-y for me, but it's still overall a good release. This particular release, like I mentioned, is going in a more modern direction, which isn't going to be everybody's cup of tea, because the risk that you run with going in a modern direction is that sometimes it can sound like rock music, like typical rock music, and I think that's where we're starting to get a little bit of a disconnect with some people, because it's just like, it's not as in your face, it's not as aggressive, it's not as heavy, it's not bombastic, it's not dramatic, it's not theatrical. It's very toned down. All this to say, I mean, I still enjoy the song. I think that is a good one, but it does bring up a lot of questions about what is it that we're going to get out of this release. Because if you look at the 3 singles, there are 3 different writing styles in each single, and there are 3 different vibes in each single. But what brings them all together is kind of this modern take on a Epica release. With your modern metal bands, like, they can be a bit skewed more towards like rock, a bit towards gent. They can have a big sound, but there's not much going on in the background. Everything is being placed into the foreground. And when you have a band like Epica that plays a lot in both spaces, trying to do something like this can be a little bit tricky. I'm still very much looking forward to the release, and I'm definitely going to be listening to it when it drops on Friday, or when you guys are watching this today. But I do have some worries, but I also am very much open-minded and excited about checking it out altogether. But this was Time by Epica. What do we all think about it? I thought overall that it's a good song. It does make you wonder where things are going to go with the new release, but on its own though, it's a solid song. It's not my favorite from them, but it's nothing terrible either. But what did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below, and also write down there, let me know what songs and videos I should check out next. I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I possibly can. When that might be, I have absolutely no clue, because I'm about to start like purging through my reaction list because I'm falling so far behind. Well, granted, I am going to be off Friday through Sunday, so I might be able to film some stuff then, but who knows? But that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until I see you guys in my next one, whenever that might be, good night.